we're back at the field. Harry has just given us some seed. We're going to need a few more bags. Everybody's running around busy this morning. Anyway, we're just going to see where this GPS wants to take us, because it will be off. See, if you can see it, we're about, what is that, 15 centimeters off. So what we need to do, that's where your RTK comes in, you see. So I need to now move myself onto the line, which is there. It's why you put your marker out when you haven't got RTK. Get yourself on the line there. We square it up. It's about half a meter off that zone. We just start everything up, and we're ready to go. We've done all our checks. Farmers next door rolling. We're going to finish this field off. We got quite far across it last night. Harry's going to get us some more seed, so we're not waiting. Yes, we will need about, I put 15 bags in. That will get us 30 acres. This is a 55 acre field, and we drilled a tiny bit heavy in that last field by a bag, so this field should use twice as much. It'll be 2 bags heavy. So I get Harry to just bring me that. He's got plenty of seed, so we might as well keep going with the rate, and everything will have the same. Anyway, it's drilling really nice. The seedbed is much better this year. The headlands are still a little bit rough, especially on this bottom end. We did what we could with the Cultimax there, but they are still a little bit rough. You'll see when we come out of the ground here. Marker up, drill comes up. Got our marking on our screen is perfect. Just a little bit ribby on this headland, and we went across it 2 or 3 times, and it's just where it's been ploughed and whatnot. Anyway, make sure our PTO is going. We've got all little details on our screen here. We've got the PTO, make sure that is going. I liked it, that's very nice to put these little things. You got one here, you got a big one here, and it just makes sure your fan is going. If your fan's not going, you're not metering, you're not blowing the seed down the pipes, which then fills up the bottom chute until it's completely full, and then you have to get under there on your back, undo it all, empty it out, and start again. We're going to do all our markings this time. This is our speed. We're going to put our 4-wheel drive in. That will reduce our wheel slip. So we're doing 18 litres an hour of fuel. Nothing. It's nice and loose. We're right on the top of the soil, so we're barely touching the soil. And the grass seed just gets put in the top part of the soil there. What else? This is our areas per hour, so that is covering at that speed. If we were constantly drilling, it would cover 5.6 hectares an hour, which is plenty fine, and we're doing about 12k, and that's our speed. Anyway, we haven't got a seed tank monitor. We are waiting for the guys at Agco to see why that is not working for some reason. They've recently updated this monitor with some special software. I might have to, where I didn't put my GPS on, I might have to go back and fill this little gap in, because it will show up. Better go back. Do it all on my screen, and nobody will ever notice. Right there. Right, would show up. That was a mistake by me. You cannot do everything without a mistake. Even with all these tools, you can still easily make mistakes. and I am no exception to that. Anyway, we're not drilling tram lines. Thank God I didn't double check that, but we are not drilling tram lines. The guy's going to bring me some more seed in a little while. Couldn't be easier on this tractor. Got drilling season coming up 2 weeks time. We will start putting seeds in the ground. Might be a bit before that. Still waiting on this new drill. Don't know if it's going to show up in time. I imagine it all shows up on the and whatever happens, we will have to get the new drill ready and set up, ready to go. Farmer might give them a call next week and just see how far along they are with things. They might, you know, everybody's behind and whatnot. We've got the screen to mark only when you put the drill down, so it only covers the field that the bit that you've drilled, so it's accurate with its marking. And the only reason I use markers is just to make sure that the GPS don't mess up. As long as the center of the tractor is on the mark, I know that we're good. So people always ask, you know, I don't need to use the marker at all. We don't need to use it. I just like to make sure everything's doing the right thing. Little checks, little things. So yes, there we go. We'll come back at the end. We're farmers next door. He's on the flat rollers rolling it down, and we're going to switch on to there later on if all goes well and we have no breakdowns. It's just rough on this headland. You can just see it with the bouncing of the tractor, but it'll be alright. We'll get it rolled. You probably won't notice it. But the moisture's just under the surface. It couldn't be more perfect to drill. Dry on top, tiny bit of moisture underneath. Lovely job. Warm weather, it'll all germinate, and showers next week as well. So shouldn't be any problems here. So there we go. Right, we'll come back later on. I've got some poles coming up. Yeah, lovely. They're a pain in the butt, but they are what they are. Day's flown by. We finished our drilling. We swapped onto the rolls. We've got the old 6.3 flat rolls on, Watson, and they're heavy set. They weigh about 7 tons. Yeah, so after we've finished drilling, we want this now for grass. You want it. It's a bit of a. If you get a super heavy rain, a deluge of rain, which is possible. It's always possible. You know, people will say don't roll. But for grass, you want a nice level, you know, it firms up the seed bed around the seed, and for germination it does a lovely job for that. 2, when you're riding across it, if it's grass, you want to ride across it and it's level and smooth, and yeah. Anyway, it's being flat rolled, it'll do a nice job. Ollie's out there, he's direct drilling in. What's he doing? He's still out there drilling some stubble turnips with oilseed rape, some sort of oilseed rape. Nice. Anyway, it's a beautiful evening. It's 6 o'clock. We're going to give it another couple of hours, well, hour and a half maybe, and then we'll come back tomorrow, finish it. It's going to be a dry day tomorrow, but yes, it will still catch you out here and there. I've just gone once more around the headland there because it wasn't quite a big enough area to turn on, so 4 times around to get round and not miss. Lovely. And that only just comes round. Yeah, we can go up a gear actually. 10k with the rolls. Should be a perfect job, this. Absolutely perfect. Drilled very nice. We drilled to the bags that we thought we would, so yeah, seed rate was pretty consistent. You'll say to me, Matt, save having a big headland, just miss a row, and then fill them in. But if I don't get back here tomorrow, or it rains, and you've left those stripes in the field, well, yeah, you never know what's going to happen. You just don't. So yeah, we're just going to go backwards and forwards on ourselves. If you've got guaranteed weather and you know everything's going to be okay, and you know you're going to finish it in the day, then it's no issues. But if you leave stripes like that across the field and you don't get back to it, then you'll be in trouble. So anyway, we're doing it like this for tonight, and then yeah, we'll be back at it tomorrow. Me and Keithy got some bagging up some seed. We went and picked up some seed for Jim. Yeah, this job's pretty simple. We got an headland, so we can use that area as well. Get ourselves turned around. Anyway, what can we add on here? Let's see. We can add our wheel slip forward speed. Let's put that there. We can add our fuel usage, our area per hour. What else do we want on there? Wheel slip we can add on there, and engine power. No, that's engine revs. Where's engine power? Percentage. Oh, there, percentage power. There we go. So we've got a little bit of details of what we're doing. 6.3 hectares an hour, 12 litres of fuel an hour, and that's at 10k using 50% power. So there we go. Not a taxing job rolling. We're only literally 1100 revs on the RPM. So yeah, lovely job this. I'm going to yeah, give it another hour, and then we'll come back tomorrow, finish this off, and it'll be a done job. Monday morning, bit of a not a hectic start to the day. Daisy's off. Daisy's here with Cole. They got a little dumper that they borrowed off a neighbour. They're going down to Roadside ditch to dig the ditch out. A neighbour of ours did his last year, and it was noticeable how much better it was with dealing with the water, and ours connects onto that. So we thought, you know, we want to be digging that out. So farmer's got a local man doing the digger work, and Daisy and Cole running trailers. Me and Keithy have got other tasks on our hands this morning. We're going to go, right, what do I need? Loading Linda's trucks for the girls, so they haven't got to worry all day. We went and picked up a load of wheat for seeding at Jim's the other day. So me and Keithy are going to bag that up into bags because it's easy to transport. So anyway, me and Keithy's going to go and make a start cultivating over at Graham and Martin's. Later on, we've got some rolling to finish off over at Harry's grass field. I managed to get half of that done last night, so we're going to go and finish that later on as well. Keithy's had to take one of the hedge trimmers off. Got to make the most of the dry weather because we've got some showers coming back in for the mid part of this week, so we want to have some dry day jobs sorted. We've got a little bit of cultivation works to get on with later on as well. Did you want to do new pipes this morning? After dinner. Do you know what she wants?
Not really, but I'll have a good guess.
4 Hestons, 2 rounds,
2 and 1.
1 straw.
Yeah.
Is that for the bulls?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Alright. No, so you'll do new part? Alright. I'll leave that with you. Yeah, alright then. No worries. Alright mate. What's it like? Nice? It's alright, isn't it? Yeah. The chaff is where it sticks to the husk.
There's a lot of chaff in it.
Yeah. The old boy says because it runs through a pipe system, it knocks the chaff off afterwards. But to get rid of it, you have to run it through again. Goes in a pit, then up to a cleaner on an elevator, and then the stuff that is the husk that's attached like that, that gets left on, and then it goes up through a pipe into a bin, and then it knocks it off. thing is the absolute bit. Next year when we get a normal year, he'll be out all the time. You can set him, schedule him up, how often to come out. The grass is finally growing, so he came out 4 days ago and he's back at it again. Takes himself back to his charging station, all on his own. You don't have to touch it, and he just stays on top of it. And look at the cut, look at the finish, absolutely spot on. He'll take himself across the road, do all the back garden. If he runs out of internet signal, you can't talk directly to the mower, so you can't tell him to go home, or you can't tell him to you know, come back or whatnot. So when he gets himself out of range, he's just left to his own devices out there. So that's the only bit of the only bit you need internet for. As long you keep your base station near the house, so he can do his updates and whatnot. And apparently next year they're bringing a thing in where you can mow little logos and stuff into the lawn. So anyway, hell of a little thing that is. If you've you know, if you've got lawns and you're constantly mowing them, seriously look at one of those. They're just the business. All of our seed is all bagged up, ready to go, ready to stick in the drill and calibrate. We're about a couple of weeks away from drilling, starting drilling. We will start on the you've got to be ever so careful with these bags. We only use them, you know, we only use them a couple of times. If they look like they're gonna rip, the loops are more dangerous than the four edges, if you know what I mean. But we're just gonna store the bags in this shed because it's nice and dry. We'll get them moved over to Jim's, ready for drilling. And yeah, we're all set with our drill rate, blah blah blah. Jim wants to drill at 194 kilos per hectares, which gives us a seed rate of that gives us a seed area of 350 seeds per square meter. So that is what we're going to set at. No dressing on this stuff this time. Right, we're back on the rolls. Just going to get this rolled out for Harry, so he's it's a perfect, look at it out there. It will be absolutely perfection for him. And showers on for the rest of the week. That will just it'll be the finished product, so he should be really chuffed. We'll see how it grows. We'll come back another day and make sure it's all growing, but yeah, he should be well chuffed anyway. The rear roller on this thing, you have to pressurise, so it's all carrying the same amount of weight, because you can lift it up on the ram, you see. So you have to put it down and then pressurise it to a certain pressure, 100 bar or 90 bar, whatever it is. Just need to watch this telegraph pole here, maybe. No, we don't. No, we're good on that pass. Just had a chat with Andy, Massey Man, my guy, who has been sorting all this stuff out for me and you guys, so you can see it all. Anyway, we got the camera screen in there. We noticed that the camera worked on the 8S but not the 7S, so I reported back to Andy. This software that is on this tractor is very new, and so he has reported back to Massey Ferguson, and yes, anyway, he said temporarily they're going to send me another camera out that should be compatible with this screen for now. These should be compatible, so there's something something in the software that they've got to adjust to get that working again, so for another day. So while they fix that, they're going to send me a camera that should work and that we can put in our seed drill to see what we're drilling this time. So yes, as well as that, he's told me that there is some better software for the 8S. Keithy was just telling me this morning the screen is freezing here and there, and just acting a bit strange, so he's actually going to send a guy out to put some new software on his 8S as well. So that will be yeah, that will be a much welcome sight, because I know he's been struggling with that last few seems to be a thing that was getting progressively worse, so that will be a real welcome sight if they can get that put on. But it's an all-day job, because once the software is on, they have to then recalibrate all the systems of the tractor, the gearbox, the linkages, it's not a 2-minute job, so prepare yourself for an all-day job while they update it. And although it's annoying, you know, these tractors are software based now. I said to him, when you think about what the tractor is doing through these monitors, you know, this one's doing the guidance, this one's doing all the tractor functions, all your hydraulics, your speeds, your control, your flow rates. Oh, it's just, you know, and then it's giving you all the active information here, all on the screen. And then, so you know, you got to think about what tractor's trying to do. So getting software right is not just a simple thing as 1, 2, 3, if you know what I mean. But they obviously they keep improving things as they go on, and yeah, so that will be good. Anyway, Keithy will be well chuffed to hear that. I know it's been something on his mind for the last few weeks. So that will be good. He's put some hours on that tractor now. He's gone off to Graham and Martin's, disc rating with it today. We've got some dry day work stuff on today, so we want to finish this rolling for Harry. Then we're going to go and whip up to another field that needs just another touch with the cultivator, so we're going to quickly whip through that. There's a field down the back of the farm that just wants another run through with the disc, so we're going to see if this thing will pull them with the disc and the press. It might be tomorrow by the time we get there, but we'll see. Yeah, you got to do all these jobs in the dry, unfortunately, so with showers coming through later on this week, we've had a whole weekend. Hang on, better not hit the pole, that would be bad news. I can only get so close to the pole with the drill because the way the marker arms are and whatnot, you actually can't get as close as you would like. Same with the rolls, you can only pull them round so tight. But anyway, the guy at Massey there, Andy, Massey Man his name is, he does YouTube as well. He does little videos here and there. He does a lot of screen related stuff, showing you how that sort of works. So make sure you check him out on YouTube, because he's very handy. If he doesn't know, he will find out for you. So if you've got any questions you want to know, you know, technical questions, I'm bugging him all the time. He must hate me, but he's the man to ask, you know. And if he doesn't know, he'll get back to you and he'll find out from somebody who does know. So he's a very handy bloke to know. So yeah, there we go. Right, anyway, we'll come back later when we're whipping over some cultivating, and then probably have to end the video there. Daisy, Colin, farmer, and local neighbour, they're doing some ditching up on the main road. We might get to see them later. If we do, I will stop and have a little look. Right, here you go, here's the gang. They've done well to get to where they are. Found themselves a tyre, look, by the looks of things, lovely. There's our man on the digger, there's farmer with his eye vis on. And there goes Cole. So anyway, they're clearing out all that ditch along there. To be fair, I didn't think they'd get that far, but look at all these volunteers coming, look. There we go. Lovely job. All that rain last week done its job. We will be here, farmer just said we will be up here. Barley will go in first, so that's these fields along here. Farmer's had a really nice kill in here just before the grass comes through. Looks like it's our grass lay, but that's not, that's volunteers. That's what was here from last year. And our grass should start coming through in the next 7 days. So yeah, we've had a nice kill there of all the volunteers, so we should have a pretty clean grass crop come through from there. Oh wow, look at that. Look at the job they've done down there. Wow. That is going to do the trick. Lovely job that. We were down here the other day trimming out so they could see the banks. They've done a lovely job anyway. This road gets a bit crazy from now until 6 o'clock. It's a bit of a rat run to Oxford. So it gets a bit mad down this way. So the guys have just shut up shop. They'll work between the rush hour, and that way it doesn't cause too much disruption to traffic then. And all the schools are back at school now, so it just helps with that. But they do race along this road like it's a blimmin' racetrack. And they've come all the way down here right this way. And a neighbour of ours, they did theirs last year, and it was just noticeable how much better the water ran away. So that should do a lovely job in keeping our fields drained this year. Lovely trailer that is. There we go. Anyway, that's our neighbour's tractor and trailer. And yeah, he lives very local to us, and very good on the digger. So and he's got the right digger for the job, so it's a zero swing digger, so it doesn't swing its butt out in the road. Anyway, we're going to go and do some cultivating now, get set up, and show you a bit of that, and then we will have to end the video because that will be massively too long again. I'm sorry. Oh god. There we go. Anyway, this is Jackie's farm, and there's a couple of arable fields this way, a couple of hay fields. She has some horsey girls here. We call them horsey girls. Look, dragonfly just gone by. And yeah, so she has a nice little setup here. Lovely. Different soil in here. We're going to leave it there anyway. It's yeah, when it's like this, you just got to go slower, otherwise you just rip the tines off the old machine. So you just got to let everything do its job. You know, you can't go 100 miles an hour on every job. So yeah, well, it wanted doing, this did for sure, just to level the field out a bit. Farmer will be here soon spraying. There's a few volunteers in here to spray. Alright. And it's a bit of a strange old field, this one. Bit of a strange shape, but it's doing a job. So yeah, Keithy might come back through once more just to get us a nice seedbed. But it was not, well, we're going from, you know, quite gnarly going to it's leaving a, well, much better job afterwards, but still not a finished seedbed really. Wants one more pass just before we come through with the drill. And Keithy will be on the case with that before the drill. He gets me a seedbed, I go and drill it. Lovely job. So we'll just run through these once. Farmer will be up here, spray them off, and then it'll be time to drill them. Always cross our paths, so whichever way we cultivated last, we cross them. We keep crossing them. Got the paddles down at the front, just leveling off the dirt a little bit. And yeah, it makes a 10 times better job for me on the drill. I can go up a gear, and it's just nice. But yeah, when it's rough like this, you just got to go down a gear, just got to drag it through slowly, and it'll do a job. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. We will yeah, we'll pick it up later on in the week when we see what's going on.